For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. Psalm 73, verse 4. Asaph builds his case against God's fairness by cataloguing what the wicked possess. They die without bands, without the painful restraints, the lingering suffering, the slow deterioration that marks ordinary men's deaths. Their strength remains firm until the end. They have no prolonged illness, no public humiliation, and no visible sign that God is displeased. These people exit the world as they lived in it, untouched. They are not in trouble as other men. Neither are they plagued like other men. Psalm 73, verse 5. The contrast sharpens. Other men know trouble. They know plague, loss, reversal, and grief. The wicked bypass all of it. Asaph is not describing one exception. He is describing a pattern he has observed long enough to name as characteristic. The wicked are exempt from what everyone else endures. This exemption makes their prosperity so destabilizing to the faithful. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Psalm 73, verse 6. Asaph identifies what their prosperity produces: pride worn like jewelry around the neck, and violence worn like clothing. These are not hidden vices. They are public displays. The wicked wear their arrogance and cruelty out in the open because nothing has ever stopped them. Their prosperity has become the chain and garment they put on each morning. Unchecked success produces unchecked sin. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. Psalm 73, verse 7. The imagery is physical and deliberate. Eyes bulging with fatness describes a man so prosperous that even his face shows it. They have more than the heart could wish. They possess abundance exceeding desire. Every appetite is satisfied. Every want is met. Asaph is not exaggerating for effect. He is describing what he sees, and what he sees is a life that appears blessed with no reference to God. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Psalm 73, verse 8. The wicked speak from their prosperity with contempt. They speak concerning oppression, meaning they discuss the crushing of others without shame. Their words are lofty, elevated with the confidence of men who have never faced the consequences of their actions. Their corruption is not hidden in backrooms. They speak and no one intervenes. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Psalm 73, verse 9. Their arrogance reaches its full height, and their mouths aim at heaven itself, speaking against God without restraint. Their tongues cover the earth, meaning their words carry influence, power, and reach. These men are not marginal figures. They are prominent, connected, and loud. Their blasphemy circulates while Asaph keeps his heart clean in relative obscurity. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. Psalm 73, verse 10. God's own people are drawn toward the wicked, watching their success. The full cup wrung out suggests that the people absorb every drop of the wicked's influence. When the righteous stumble toward envy, others follow. Asaph's private struggle has a public dimension. His near fall reflects a wider drift in the congregation. And they say, "How doth God know? And is there knowledge in the Most High?" Psalm 73, verse 11. The wicked voice that their prosperity seems to prove that God does not see and does not act. This is practical atheism. They do not deny God's existence, but live and speak as though his knowledge is irrelevant to their conduct. Their unpunished lives become their theology. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. they increase in riches. Psalm 73, verse 12. Asaph states his observation. These are the wicked, not the righteous. The ungodly prosper and increase in riches. The statement stands without qualification or explanation. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain, and washed my hands in innocency. Psalm 73, verse 13. The crisis reached its peak. Asaph concludes that his righteousness has produced nothing. The cleansed heart and washed hands appear to have been wasted effort. The wicked gain everything. Asaph gains nothing visible. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. Psalm 73, verse 14. Every single day brings fresh trouble for the man who walks with God. Every morning brings new chastening. The contrast with verse 5 is precise. The wicked are not plagued like other men, but Asaph is plagued all day and chastened every morning. His righteousness appears to have purchased suffering rather than blessing. If I say, I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. Psalm 73, verse 15. Asaph stops himself before speaking his conclusions. He recognizes that voicing his envy and despair would damage others. His restraint here is significant. He does not suppress the crisis, but refuses to broadcast it to cause others to stumble. He brings it to God instead.